Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Hope you guys are all doing well on this lovely day today whenever you're watching. For today's video, we're going to be doing a full face of makeup I won't be repurchasing. So I wanted to switch it up a little because I'm always recommending different products to you guys and chatting about things that I will forever repurchase, which I love doing those videos. But I have a lot of makeup that I really like, maybe even love, but I wouldn't necessarily go out and repurchase the products if I were to run out of them. And it's not necessarily that the products are bad a lot of times. I just feel like maybe there's better alternatives or the product just didn't really work that well on my skin. You know, there's different reasons, but we're going to go through a couple things today, some drugstore and some high-end makeup. So definitely grab a snack, get cozy, and let's get into it. Okay, you already know brows are done, lids are primed, and we're going to start with eyeshadow. So I have this palette here from Pixi. It is the Hello Beautiful LA Angel palette. Super cute palette, but I definitely feel like Pixi is one of those brands that's hit or miss. They have some really good products, but then on the other hand, I feel like they have a lot of things that are overpriced and the quality doesn't necessarily always match the price, and I feel like their eyeshadows fall into that category, at least from my experience. So I did enjoy this palette when I used it, but again, I just don't feel like it's a necessary eyeshadow to have in your collection, and like their formulas in general, like their eyeshadows, they're a little underwhelming sometimes, especially again for that price point. They do have a lot of really good products. I did a full face of Pixi if you guys want to check it out and see more about the brand, but let's go in with this. I'm going to do like a bronzy kind of like fall smoky eye today, so let's start off with this shade right here. Definitely pigmented, but like kind of average. I feel like you can definitely get much better quality with other palettes. I mean, there's so many brands that I can think of, especially again for that price point. Pixi is at the drugstore, they are at Target, and they're also at Ulta as well. And I definitely have tried really good products from Pixi, don't get me wrong. But I think if you're gonna drop some money on the brand, there's other products that are a little bit better than their eyeshadows, at least like the ones that I've tried. Then I'm going to go in with this like reddish brown color, and we're going to apply that on the outer lid. So you can see like they are pigmented, but Okay, I just looked. The palette is $24 on Pixi's website. So yeah, I remember it being pricey. So I feel like for $24, you can definitely get so many better eyeshadows. I do like the black in this palette though, but I feel like this is one of those things that maybe like if you like the color story and if it's on sale, okay, but like you don't need it, especially for 24 bucks. Then I'm gonna go in with this really beautiful copper shade. It's like pretty much almost similar to the same color that I just used, but it's a shimmer. And I'm gonna use my BK Beauty A505 brush. I love this because you can see it's super thin and flat, so it's perfect for like shimmers. I love the shape of it. Let me actually spray my brush. I feel like the shimmers are not very shimmery. Like they don't really pop that much. They do, but I feel like when I tried this palette, I probably liked the mattes more than the shimmers. I'm gonna take this bronzy toned shade right here. Let's swatch it first. That's pretty. I'm gonna pop that right on the center. My nails are terrible right now. I need to get them done like ASAP. Actually, no. I want to add some of the bronzy color instead. This shade right here. Kind of looks a little bit like a halo smoky eye. I like that. That's actually really pretty. And by the way, I've been getting a couple questions about my nails. So what I get is these are just acrylic, but I just ask for tapered square shape, and then the color is a nude acrylic powder from, it's called dreasnails.com. I will leave a link to it down below, and the color is natural nude. And yeah, I've been getting this for months. I love this color. I just feel like it goes with everything. It's like just a really classic set. They're definitely super gross and like grown out right now, but that's pretty much what I get. So I will leave the powder down below. There's a ton of other colors as well, but my nail tech, she likes this color because it's like a good base for a lot of other like designs and stuff, so it's like her go-to for all of her clients. But I just love it on its own because it's like the most perfect, literally like natural nude color. Okay, and I think I know what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna take that same brush, I'm just like wiping it with a little makeup wipe, and I'm like, as I'm doing it, I'm like making it super like flat and thin, which helps. I'm gonna take this color right here with the top of the brush. I'm gonna do a little kind of like as if it was eyeliner, but just using the eyeshadow right here. You see, like it just looks like a little pop, but it's just the eyeshadow. kind of following right on the crease of my eye and just going back and forth, and it gives it kind of as if it was like a little eyeliner effect, but it's just the eyeshadow. Okay, now we're gonna add some black. I actually do really like the black in this palette. I'm gonna take an angled brush. This one is from Walmart. I got this years ago. It's from the brand Equate. Any little angled brush like this will work. And again, we're just following the edge of the tape and just doing a nice wing. What I'm actually gonna do is blend out the wing as well once I'm done to make it super like smoky on the end. And then with a small brush, I'm gonna take that and kind of smoke that out, like the edges of that eyeshadow. This works best, honestly, if you have gel liner. Gives like the best effect. I actually need to get a good gel liner because I love doing this, but it definitely looks better with gel. Okay, that's cute. I like it. It's gonna look better, I think, when the lashes and everything are on, because I know it looks a little crazy. I don't really actually like the way this eyeshadow turned out. It honestly kind of looks like really bad. Yeah, this is kind of ugly. I think it's like the orange that's like throwing me out. It's like giving me pumpkin vibes, and I don't know if I'm here for it. So we're gonna go in with some mascara, and I have here the Milani Anti-Gravity Mascara. So many people love this, and I think it's a good mascara, but it flakes so much on me. That's the only thing that I don't like about it. Like, I'll have little flakes of mascara all over my face by the end of the day, or even like not even after a full day of wearing it, just like a few hours after wearing it. Oh my god, yeah, this eyeshadow is so ugly, honestly. I think I'm gonna just take, because this is really not cute, I'm gonna take like that bronzy color right here, and I'm gonna try to cover up some of this orange eyeshadow and like lighten it up a little bit in this area instead. I have like a love-hate relationship with copper tones, because sometimes I really love the way they look, but other times I'm like I said, this is ugly. Like, it's just a little too much. So this is helping, I think. It looks a little bit better. Anyways, let's go back to the mascara. So yeah, does anybody else experience that with Anti-Gravity from Milani? Because I think it's a nice mascara, but that's the reason I don't love it, because it flakes. But there's no denying that it does give some length to the lashes. But I feel like the formula is just a little too dry for me. So I just put on some lashes that I actually ended up liking more than I thought. So these are the Ardell Faux Mink Lashes in the style number 811. And I didn't think I did, because to be honest, this Faux Mink line from Ardell is probably one of my least favorite lines from their lashes that they do have. I love Ardell lashes, but some of them can be hit or miss. And I was actually not really having high hopes for these, but when I put them on, I really liked them, and they were easy to apply compared to other faux mink lashes that I've tried from this line from Ardell. So yeah, I'm really happy with these, and they're kind of like curly on the ends too, which is really pretty. So we have a winner in today's video. Okay, now I'm gonna go in with, I need a little moisture on my skin. So let's use the Joa Beauty Selfie Ready Dewy Setting Spray. I like this, but I don't love it, simply because I feel like it's not as dewy as I would like, and it's not super refreshing on the skin. Like, it feels okay, but I love the e.l.f. Dewy Coconut Spray. I also love the one from Milani, I think more than this one. So like, it's okay, but it's not really giving me that full effect that I like. Next up, we're gonna go in with the Charlotte Tilbury. I know I always pronounce Charlotte Tilbury. I don't mean to say it like that. It kind of just flows like that, but it's Charlotte Tilbury. So many people always come for me for the way I pronounce that. I apologize, but this is the Charlotte Tilbury Hollywood Flawless Filter, and I have this one in the color medium 4. I actually really love this product. This is one of my favorite products, but you guys know e.l.f. came out with the Halo Glow Liquid Filter, which I feel like is basically the same exact thing, but I actually like that one more just because it gives a little bit of coverage, and it's just such a pretty product, and it's literally like the same exact thing. Like, it gives you the same effect as this. So although this is really beautiful, I feel like if you can get your hands on the e.l.f. one, just go with that one. But it's not to say this is not a beautiful product, because it is, and this is the OG. It is such a beautiful product. It's very universal. You can mix it with your foundation, you can wear it under foundation, and you can see it just gives the most beautiful glow, but it adds a little bit of like a tint to the skin as well, which I love, and it pairs really nicely under a lot of different foundations. But like I said, I wouldn't repurchase it again, because the e.l.f. product gives me the same exact effect, and it's like 14 bucks or 15 bucks, I don't know, around that price point. But compared to this, which is, I don't remember how much, but I know it's pricey. And I did do a side-by-side comparison with this and the e.l.f. one if you guys want to check that out. I did that a few months back, but yeah, it's definitely a dupe. Now for foundation, I have the Makeup Revolution IRL Filter Longwear Foundation. This for me is just a little bit too matte, and I don't like the way it wears or sits on my skin. It can look really heavy and makeup-y, and also the shades I feel like are just kind of like, they're all over the place with Makeup Revolution. That's like the downside to their foundations, because I do like the foundations that I've tried in the past more than this one, but the shades are always definitely like super hit or miss. So I have 8.5 here and shade 8 or F8. So let's try and make these work. This also is a super matte formula, which not mad about that. I definitely have, by the way, I'm mixing both of those colors. I definitely have favorite matte foundations, but this is just a little bit too much for me. It does have good coverage, but I have other favorite matte foundations. This one is just, I feel like you can pass on it, but I've also seen people that do really like it that have very oily skin. So it also depends on your skin type. It's just not my favorite, and I definitely used too much. I mean, like I said, it's not bad, but definitely is going to look also more glowy because I used that Charlotte Tilbury product underneath, which I feel like I needed. Again, with this foundation, it's just a little bit too matte for my liking. Yeah, the color also is, I think, too light for me, but I'm gonna bronze the skin and make this work. Now let's go in with some cream bronzer. I have the cream bronzer from Anastasia Beverly Hills in the color Amber. I actually really like this bronzer, and I've raved about it before, but ever since I discovered my Soul Face and Body bronzer, which is this guy right here, this one, by the way, I have in the color Light. I feel like this is a really great dupe for this product. The formula reminds me of it so much. This smells so good too. It smells like summer, but I love this bronzer. This is so good. It's so blendable, and it just gives you the most beautiful sun-kissed, soft, bronzy look. I love the one from Anastasia, but again, the reason I wouldn't repurchase is because I feel like this is like an exact dupe for it, and I think I actually like the formula of that one a little bit more. This is a good product though, so don't get me wrong, it is. So if you splurge on it or if you have it, it's still a good product. There's definitely some other alternatives, so I don't think it's necessary to have, but I do like it, and I think I actually like the undertone of the one from Soul a little bit more. But like I said, this is a creamy bronzer. It is very blendable, but it's dupeable, which I feel like a lot of products are dupes, or dupeable, I should say, nowadays. There's like an alternative for almost everything, it seems like. Now let's go in with blush. This is a newer product that I don't want to say I'm disappointed in, but like I definitely had higher hopes, and this one is from Say Beauty. It's the Dewy Blush in Rosy, and this is such a beautiful formula, and it's so pretty on the skin. It blends really easily as well, but it doesn't really last, especially when you put powders and stuff over top, and even like throughout the day it fades really quickly, which is unfortunate because like I said, it's such a beautiful. I just realized I didn't use any concealer. I'm like going in with other products and I totally forgot to use concealer. Okay, I'll go in with that in a minute, but it's a really beautiful blush and I love the finish of it. It's definitely super dewy. Again, when you start to like put powder and stuff, it kind of fades pretty quickly, and from recently I've been kind of testing it out. It doesn't last throughout the day. It's unfortunate though because it's such a beautiful formula and it's a really pretty color. You know what, maybe going in with the concealer after would be better, because I know the TikTok girlies, they always mention like it helps to blend out. Ew. Applying your concealer after helps to like blend out the other cream products. So let's try that. I'm gonna go in with the Kosas concealer. This one I have in the color, wait, what is it? Revealer? No, 04N. Everyone loves this concealer, and I will admit it is super creamy, and I love that about it, but it creases on me, I feel like, very excessively, and I just don't like the way it looks after hours of wear. It's super creamy though. I do really like the formula of it. I just wish it wore better on my skin. I really have tried to love it, but I can't. Like I love the formula, but I don't love the way that it wears. It is very hydrating though, but I feel like you can get that effect with other concealers, and it sucks though because like I said, I do really like the formula of it. Oh, actually I like applying the concealer after the cream products. It does help to like give a little bit more of a seamless look. Okay, now I'm gonna go ahead and set everything with a loose powder. I have the Catrice True Skin Mineral Loose Powder. So the reason I won't be repurchasing this is because, for one, it's a little bit too matte for my liking and like my skin. It's a bit much. It is really smooth on the skin, and it does say it has hyaluronic acid in it, but I still feel like it's a little bit too matte. So if you're into a very matte translucent powder, you would like this, but I have other favorites and other ones that I've tried that I think wear a little bit better on my skin. But I do love Catrice. I love their True Skin Concealer and Foundation. I'm gonna use my Beauty Blender Pocket Puff actually just to really press that down, because like I said, that concealer creases on me, so I feel like setting it with a lot of powder is key. So I like to make sure everything is nice and set. Love this Beauty Blender Pocket Puff, by the way. It's like one of my favorite purchases. And going back to my point, you can't really even see the blush anymore. So like it totally fades, I feel like, once you set. It's so beautiful though, and I love this color, the formula, it's fabulous, but just doesn't really like show up anymore, which sucks. Let's go in with a powder blush to amp this up a little bit. I'm like, is there a powder blush that I really don't love? It's kind of hard to mess up powder blush. Hold on, let me look. I was honestly kind of struggling to find like blushes that I didn't really love, and the only one that I can really think of right now is this Milani powdered blush palette, and only because I feel like the pigment wasn't there when I tried this out. But let's try it again. I'm gonna go in with these two colors right here. Okay, that's actually pretty, but I definitely love their baked blushes more. Like, you can't go wrong with their baked blushes. So I just muted out the lips with a little bit of leftover foundation on my foundation brush, and this is just bringing me back to my high school days when I used to wear Max Hue lipstick all over my lips, and sometimes I would even wear concealer on my lips to school. So for lip liner, I'm gonna go in with another Kosas product. I feel like this is definitely one of the most disappointing products from Kosas, and I had high hopes for this, but this is their Hot Liner Hyaluronic Acid Plumping Lip Liner. This was super dry, and the formula I was just not impressed with. And I mean, it's a really pretty color, and I wanted to love this so bad because I heard good things about it, but I don't love this formula. I feel like you have to really tug on your lips to get that color payoff. Getting past the first layer of the lip liner definitely helps for the product to show up a lot more versus like when you first get it, but it's still, like I said, it's not my favorite. I think there's much better high-end lip liners out there. Now for lipstick, I'm gonna go in with actually a color that I really like. It's from Makeup by Mario, and this one is in Sierra. It's the most beautiful light peachy nude, and I actually have really enjoyed his lipsticks, but the formula reminds me so much of Milani Color Fetish matte lipstick, so I feel like you can definitely get that effect at a much more affordable price point. But like I said, I do actually really like this color. Like, yeah, she's stunning. The shades that he has are really beautiful, like I said, but the formula reminds me so much of Milani, and I feel like I can get that effect and very similar colors in the Milani Color Fetish lipstick line. So you guys know I love Essence glosses, and if you guys go back to some of my videos, they had my absolute favorite clear lip gloss of life. Like, it was literally like $2 or $3. It was the most perfect lip gloss, and then they changed the formula and it's not the same. Just the formula of it, it's not the same, and I know because I was obsessed with their clear gloss back in the day. So I have the Extreme Shine Volume lip gloss here. This one is in Summer Punch, but it really goes on like a clear gloss. Like, there isn't much of a tint to it. It's super light, but I'm just going to use this to top it off. But like I said, the formula of these is, you know, it's not bad. It's a nice gloss, especially because it is so affordable, but it's not the same like how it used to be. Like, the formula, I don't know, it's just different. It's obviously gloss, it's still pretty, and it's a nice little topper, but it's not the same. So for clear glosses, I've actually been loving the one from NYX. They have a butter gloss that is clear, and I think that one is amazing. And NYX butter glosses, they're OG products. They've been around for forever, and their formula has always been consistently really good. Anyways, let's finish up these lower lashes. I kind of like how it looks just like up top, but I may just smudge a little bit of eyeshadow on my lash line. And I think I'm just gonna do a little bit of this color right here. I'm also gonna pop a little bit of this shade in the inner corners. Okay, take some of this color and just smudge it on the outer lash line. And then for the waterline, I'm going to use a nude liner today. This one is from Charlotte Tilbury, and it's like actually a little duo that I had gotten. So you get the brown liner on one side and a nude on the other. I feel like this isn't as creamy and long lasting as I thought it was going to be. I do love the concept of this though, like having the nude with the brown on the other, I think is genius, but I'm just not super crazy about this formula. I just wish it was a little bit more pigmented and creamier. I'm just kind of blending out the edges of this blush a little bit. just to tone it down. And you know what? I actually do want to go in with some highlighter because I want to mention this one that I have here from REM Beauty, or is it REM Beauty or is it REM Beauty? I don't know, but this is the Matte Mist Saturation Highlighter Topper. Wasn't super crazy about this formula. I mean, mind you, I don't wear as much highlighter as I used to, but I'm not obsessed with this. I think especially for the price. Like, it's pretty, but you can definitely get this effect at a much more affordable price point. And I mean, honestly, there's nothing really special about this product. It's pretty, but not really life-changing, you know? Now I'm going to go ahead and set, again, going back with the JoA Beauty Selfie Ready setting spray, the dewy version. They have another setting spray that I prefer over this one. If we're talking dewy sprays, like I said, I love the one from e.l.f. Milani has a great one. Pixi, also the Glow Mist, so bomb. So I would definitely always go to those versus this one. I feel like I don't get a whole lot of dewiness from this spray, to be honest, as much as I would like. So that's why I have other favorites. So that is officially everything for today's video. I actually really love the way this look turned out. I was unsure about it at first, but I think once I put the lashes on, everything just started coming together. So yeah, like I said, I love this look. So it's not to say that these products are terrible. They just personally are not things that I feel like I absolutely need in my collection. So I definitely have other alternatives and just other products that I prefer. But it's not to say that these wouldn't work for you, because everything works differently on everybody. Makeup is so like personal preference. But I thought it would be fun to share with you guys a couple things that, like I said, I don't necessarily hate. I just wouldn't repurchase them for one reason or another. So let me know if you like this style video, and I'll definitely do more parts to it. And also let me know what products you guys like or even love, but you wouldn't go out and repurchase. I'm curious to hear your thoughts. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and I will see you very soon in my next video. Bye!